Welcome to MoldEngine. Part analysis, mold planning, and cost estimation in one place. Let's go. Let's jump back to the MoldSense tab where all the magic happens. To begin our part analysis, we need to bring in our 3D model. MoldSense accepts STEP, IGES, and the best part is your file stays on your device for privacy. Hit the Browse button, pick your CAD file, and open it up to load the part into the platform. MoldSense will now analyze the geometry, reading the mesh, edges, and surfaces to prepare it for DFM checks. Once it loads, you can drag to rotate the model in the 3D viewer and get a feel for the part from every angle. Select your material, PCABS. This drives shrinkage, cooling, and cost automatically. And just like that, the platform refreshes with the updated material data ready for the next step. The part file has been uploaded and the initial configuration is set. Align the part and check the material data sheet. Processing parameters load automatically. To properly orient the part for tooling, start by clicking the Align Pull button. Switch to the top view so you can see exactly how the part sits relative to the mold pull direction. An Align Tooling panel will pop up on the right. This is where you can manually rotate the part along any axis to match your intended pull direction. In the Z-axis field, enter the rotation angle you need to align the part correctly. You'll see the model rotate in real time. Once it looks right, hit Apply. You'll get a quick confirmation that the dimensions have been updated. Take a moment to review the updated part dimensions, then open up the full data sheet to dig into the material specs. Full material data sheet, processing conditions, properties, and gate recommendations built in. Rotate the 3D model to inspect the underside of the part and confirm everything looks good from all angles. Set complexity, simple, medium, or complex. Adjusts cost automatically. Step 3. DFM analysis. Catch molding issues before they become tooling problems. Flip on the DFM toggle to reveal the analysis tools and kick off the parting line check by hitting its Run button. Once the parting line analysis finishes, spin the color-coded model around to clearly see the cavity and core side split by the parting line. Run draft analysis. Every face mapped instantly. When the results load, rotate the model to inspect the draft. VDI texture. Draft check. Validates draft angles for your surface finish. From the drop-down, pick VDI 30. Heavy texture, since heavier textures demand more draft to release cleanly from the mold. Hit the Check Draft for Texture button to run the analysis against that finish. MoldEngine tells you which surfaces pass or fail for your VDI texture grade before the mold is cut. Toggle the DFM switch off to collapse the analysis panel. Give the model one final spin, then click the Fit button to snap the view back to its default framing. Let's move on to configuring the mold base and cavity layout, where we'll define how our part fits inside the mold. To start configuring the mold base, head over to the Mold Size tab in the left navigation panel. Notice the SN to Layout button. Here, this is what carries your part data forward into the mold sizing stage. Return to the Mold Size section to begin building out the mold base. On the mold base Inputs page, bump the number of cavities up to 2 using the plus icon since we want to produce 2 parts per cycle. Open the Adjust Mold Base. Drop down and switch the catalog to match your preferred mold base standard. For the cavity layout, choose the option that places all 2 cavities inside a single insert, which keeps tooling compact and cost-effective. Next, open the Mold Type drop-down and pick 3-plate, useful when you need automatic runner separation. 3-plate mold stack. Visualized automatically. Take a quick look at the cavity layout choices. Each one arranges the 2 cavities differently inside the mold base. Try the along width layout first to see how the cavities stack across the shorter side. Then switch to along length, which lines them up along the longer mold dimension. Drag the part pitch slider to adjust the spacing between the 2 cavities. Scroll down to the sliders, drop down, and pick one slider, since our part needs a side action to release properly. The mold base and cavity layout are now configured. Let's move on to Step 2, where we'll define the insert and cavity dimensions to fine-tune the parting line and core geometry. Let's define the insert and cavity dimensions by clicking on Insert and Cavity in the left navigation panel. Set your view, then drag the parting line to the exact split position. Next, fine-tune the parting line position using the slider. Set the insert height. Ensures enough steel for cooling and rigidity. Next up is clamp tonnage and machine matching, where we verify the press force needed and match it to a suitable machine. To review the clamp tonnage requirements, head over to the Clamp Tonnage tab in the left navigation panel. Clamping tonnage, shot weight, mold base size, machine match, and barrel utilization, all auto-calculated. With the clamp tonnage verified and machine matched, the process setup is locked in. Now let's head into the mold costing step to estimate and customize the cost breakdown based on your company's actual rates. To start estimating your mold costs, head over to the Mold Costing section in the left navigation panel. The Mold Cost Estimator page will load up with a detailed cost breakdown. Take a moment to scroll through it and set your preferred currency. Choose your insert steel grade. Directly impacts tooling cost and mold life. Scroll further down the estimator page to reach the engineering and validation parameters. Select your DFM level, basic, standard, or advanced. Select your mold flow analysis level. Under Mold Design, 2D, 3D, pick the standard option for your design deliverables. Set mold trials, T1, T2, or T3 depending on your validation budget. Select surface texture, VDI, SPI, or custom grain finish. Notice how the cost breakdown updates instantly with each change. Scroll up and down to review how all these inputs reflect in the final tooling cost. Once you're happy with the configuration, hit the Download Excel button and save the file to your machine. Take a look at the summary sheet first, which gives you a high-level overview of the project costs. Jump over to the Specifications tab to see all the technical mold and process parameters in one place. Switch to the Breakup Sheet tab for the detailed line item costing. Scroll through the breakup sheet to review every cost component, from material to machining to overheads. Moving on to Step 3, where we'll generate and review the part and summary reports to consolidate everything into a shareable project output. To wrap up the cost breakdown, head over to the Part Cost section in the left navigation panel. Once the part production cost page loads, scroll down to review the per-part economics. Jump into the Summary Report section to bring everything together into one consolidated view. On the full project summary page, hit the Print button to generate a clean, print-ready layout of your entire project. Export the full DFM report as PDF. One click. The saved report will open in a new browser tab, so take a moment to scroll through and verify all the part specs. Machine details, mold life, and total cost breakdown are captured correctly. With the reports reviewed and exported, our costing picture is complete. Now let's move into Step 4, where we'll estimate and export the project lead time to understand the full delivery schedule. To wrap things up, let's estimate the project timeline by clicking on Lead Time in the left panel. The Mold Lead Time Estimator loads up, giving you a complete Gantt chart breakdown of every department's workload across the project weeks. Hit the Export Gantt to Excel button. Excel will automatically launch with your exported Gantt chart. And here's your full project timeline Gantt sheet, ready to be customized or shared with stakeholders. From CAD to cost estimate in minutes. That's MoldEngine. Try it at MoldEngine.com.